And good morning and welcome to the WSJM Morning Show video live stream for Friday, October 17th.
It's October 17th already?
It is October 17th.
What in the world
It's
is
2 days after the 15th,
good math.
which was my birthday.
You must have you actually told people when your birthday is?
I did. I always tell people when it is. I don't keep that a secret.
So
it's on Facebook, yeah. And but I'm wearing one of my birthday gifts.
Oh, nice.
My shirt. It's
you look so fit.
Well, thank you. I've been
fit today.
I've been eating less than 1,400 calories a day for the last 104 days.
Wow, that's commitment.
I have an app that tells me it keeps track of everything. 1,400 calories a day because I'm on a track to get my health back in order. For all kinds of different reasons.
Yeah.
And so I have done the weight up and down thing for a while throughout my life, and I find that watching the calorie numbers and tracking the calorie numbers, that works better than anything. That and exercise, light exercise.
Right.
Because earlier this year, you remember in January, I hurt my foot.
Yep.
And that was probably because I was carrying around a couple of typewriters.
Right.
That I didn't need to.
Or like I say, a third grader.
I was carrying around a 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th grader. Anyway.
Yeah, like my knees bother me right now. And it's probably because I'm carrying a third grader.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was running up and down a basketball court with a third grader on my back and I said, "Oh, my knee hurts," you'd be like, "Duh."
Duh. Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah, I'm on that same commitment. In fact,
yeah,
I have a challenge going with Dan, my partner at work.
Yeah.
So we have a 3-month challenge.
Oh.
And you can win any month.
Yeah.
And it's percentage of weight loss. So you can win any month. And then we do $20 a month.
Yeah.
And then you can win the months and then you win an overall pot. So we have.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And in fact, you mentioned that. And that was one of the ways that I lost a good deal of weight, probably back in 2016.
Okay.
Because I got into a work challenge and I owned that challenge. I won nearly $1,000.
That's awesome.
It was motivation.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I used it to eat.
Then I went out
then I got a bunch of pizzas.
Right.
No, anyway, life is good. Life is good. But anyway, so this was one of my birthday shirts.
Nice.
And then maybe I'll wear the other one. The other one is it harkens to the trip to New York.
Yeah.
Where we stayed in the neighborhood that nobody should stay in.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
no offense to Brooklyn.
I'm wearing my pink today.
It's okay, because it's Friday Pink.
Friday Pink.
Okay, I need to remember that.
Breast cancer awareness.
Okay, breast cancer awareness for all of the month of October.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'll wear my pink next Friday.
Okay.
Remind me.
All right, I will.
Okay. I'll remind you to get up.
Yeah. You call me at 5, and I'll
Mike,
say,
what are you supposed to remind me about?
Okay. Pink. And you'll be like, get up.
It's the WSJM Morning Show. For those of you listening in the last 10 minutes of the morning show in the 6 o'clock hour, and wonder why we're talking about Kiss. We were talking about Kiss because unfortunately Ace Frehley passed away. He was dealing with some health issues. Apparently,
74. I mean, that's not old, but not young either. I mean,
Ace Frehley lived a life.
Yeah. I'm sure he did some abuse to his body.
Yeah, he lived a life, but some of the stories recount that he had a fall recently, and that led to some, there was medical issues, that led to a fall, that complicated issues, and then unfortunately he passed away. But for everyone who enjoyed Ace Frehley as part of the rock band Kiss, which again, we know it's simple music, but it was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun at the time.
It was music of our youth.
It was music of our youth, yes. So, all right, we'll be back in just a moment. Good morning, everyone.
Which might explain our poor taste in music.
Hey, now. All right, we'll be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
KBC News.
Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:05, it's the WSJM Morning Show for your Friday, October 17th, 2025. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. 51 degrees in Benton Harbor right now. St. Joseph, 53, 51 in South Haven. Dowagiac reporting 48 degrees. We've got some cloud cover moving in. It's supposed to be a mostly cloudy day. There is a 20% chance of showers late today and a high somewhere probably in the upper 60s, lower 70s, depending on where you are. For instance, in Benton Harbor, the high is supposed to get up to 70. Only 68 in St. Joseph, and looking for a high around 72 degrees in Buchanan. Forecast for tonight, more rain shower chance, a low of around 58. Winds out of the south 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting up to 20. The wind is going to continue tomorrow as well, Saturday, where it's going to be cloudy. A 60% chance of showers and storms developing during the day, becoming a 100% chance of rain. So it's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
It's going to rain tomorrow night. Breezy conditions. Again, the high is supposed to be around somewhere in the lower 70s, and that wind is going to be out of the southwest, gusting up to 30 miles per hour. Sunday is also going to be kind of a rainy washout. Cloudy skies, 80% chance of showers if the forecast holds. A high around 58, low of 52. The high Sunday is going to be felt in the morning, and then as we get through the afternoon, the temperature is going to decline. So we've got some cold.
It's going to rain too, right?
And it's going to rain. An 80% chance of showers on Sunday.
Wow.
So the temperature is falling into the lower 50s in the afternoon, and another breezy day. But then we turn the corner on Monday and we get a partly sunny day with no rain chance, at least in the forecast for now. But then the rain chance comes back in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. So welcome again to fall. Some of the news that we have from the WSJM newsroom: a 43-year-old man from Paw Paw is facing multiple drug and firearm charges following a narcotics investigation in the village. Van Buren County Sheriff Dan Abbott says the county's narcotics unit executed a search warrant in the 200 block of Willard Street in Paw Paw as part of an investigation into the sale of methamphetamine and cocaine. And boy, did they find some. During the search, detectives recovered a loaded .40 caliber handgun, about 1.5 pounds of methamphetamine.
Wow.
About a pound of cocaine. These are not small amounts, by the way.
No.
And just over $5,000 in cash, believed to be connected to the drug sales. Abbott says 2 small children were inside that home at the time of the arrest. Child Protective Services has been contacted to assist. The suspect was arrested without incident and taken to the Van Buren County Jail. That investigation still ongoing. Good news story from that area. A 63-year-old woman reported missing Thursday in Waverly Township was found safe after a 3-hour search involving deputies, neighbors, and rescue teams. The Van Buren County Sheriff's Office says the woman, who shows signs of early onset dementia, walked into nearby woods with her dog and then didn't come back as expected. Deputies searched the area on foot with a canine unit, a drone, utility vehicle, and help from neighbors. It was a neighbor who later found the woman cold and wet, but otherwise in good condition. She was evaluated by EMS and released back into her husband's care. The dog was also found safe.
Goodness.
Dog. Let's see. The Van Buren County Office of Domestic Preparedness and Emergency Management getting some kudos from the state for its work in preparing for the restart of the Palisades nuclear power plant up in Covert. WSJM's Andrew Green has this story.
The Van Buren County Sheriff's Department says its Emergency Management Division was recognized for completing 8 years' worth of emergency drills and exercises in just 3.5 months, a compressed schedule. The department says since March, it has conducted roughly 30 drills and FEMA-graded exercises to ensure readiness for any incidents connected to the plant's operation. To meet the schedule, the division expanded its staff and worked closely with fire departments, health leaders, schools, the Red Cross, Michigan State Police, and FEMA. Exercises were held at multiple sites around the county. The Michigan Emergency Management Association presented the award to the Sheriff's Department during its 2025 conference this week. Andrew Green, WSJM News.
Police across Michigan will step up patrols next week as part of Operation Safe Stop, targeting drivers who illegally pass school buses. Michigan State Police First Lieutenant Duane Robinson says drivers have to pay attention when buses begin flashing their yellow lights.
If you're behind the bus and you see the yellow lights flashing, prepare to stop, slow down, because it won't be long before the red lights take the place of the yellow light.
When the red lights are flashing, drivers must stop and wait until it's safe to move.
So the stop arm goes out and you should stop at least 20 feet from the bus and just remain there patient until the lights go off, stop arm goes in, and then proceed cautiously.
Robinson says violating the law can result in a $500 fine or up to a year in jail if someone's injured. You know, they should make the penalty that you have to drive the bus.
There you go.
Right? Because
Like
I
a
know,
week.
or for the school year. How about the school year? I know up in Van Buren County, South Haven District specifically, they're facing a crunch. They don't have enough drivers
Oh, yeah.
for their routes.
Well, I could, yeah.
And sometimes they have to cancel the route. So,
Remember your bus drivers when you were in school?
Oh, man. Yeah.
They were some rough individuals.
But they were, they had the patience of a saint up
Yes.
until they didn't.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you didn't want to cross them.
The amazing thing to me was we would have these ladies as bus drivers.
Yeah.
And they were just strong,
Oh, yeah.
good German women. And they ran that bus, man. They ran that bus. And when we had one guy as a bus driver, he was a substitute.
Yeah.
And he would just go off the handle. I mean, he'd just pull the bus over,
Yeah.
get up, grab a kid by the shirt, yell at him and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like,
Well, and we thank the bus drivers for doing what they do. They keep the kids safe, right? They do their
totally.
best to keep the kids safe.
It's a horribly difficult job.
And you think about distractions while you're driving.
Oh, yeah.
Kids, right? But to their credit, they keep an eye out on what's happening around them, and if they do see cars illegally passing them, they'll report it. They'll report it in because you have to keep the kids safe because you don't know when the kids are going to be darting around. They also, by the way, on a lot of buses, they're outfitted with cameras,
Right.
so they catch the offenders and send them a ticket afterwards. What I think they should do is, you know how they have the spike strips for police chases?
Yeah.
They could put something on the buses.
Oh,
Those go out every time,
Yeah.
so that if you're passing the bus,
So I was behind a school bus the other day,
that's just an idea.
like elementary school kids getting off the bus.
Yeah.
The kid gets off the bus to the right,
Yeah.
and he's standing there goofing around with the other kids getting
Oh,
off.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, you can tell the bus driver yelled at him,
Uh,
and then he runs across the street. So he had to go across Cleveland
Yeah.
to the other side of the street, but he was hanging with the kids from the right
oh
side.
yeah.
But I mean, had she not, if the bus had pulled away, then he would have had to cross Cleveland.
Oh yeah. You don't. Yeah, that's a busy road.
So that's why she yelled at him. It was
Yeah.
probably like, "You knucklehead, get across the street."
If a crash is fatal involving that situation where somebody illegally passes a school bus while it's stopped, drivers face 15 years behind bars.
Yeah.
So that's even worse than driving the bus. Operation Safe Stop runs October 20th through the 24th. Let's do one more news story. The Berrien County Cancer Service is preparing for one of its biggest fundraisers yet. Fright for the Fight Against Cancer. We talked about it yesterday morning with Director Tiana Essig, who says the Halloween-themed event will take place next Friday, a week from today, at Four Winds Casino Silver Creek Event Center.
We're going to have a costume contest. With the People's Choice Award. We'll have some appetizers, and there will be a cash bar. At this event, there will not be any cash that we take. Everything's going to be Venmo.
So it's a cash bar, but it's actually a digital cash bar,
Okay.
which is cool.
Right.
The night will include live music and costume fun, proceeds supporting cancer patients throughout Berrien County. Essig says the service is expanding its focus on emotional wellness for those fighting cancer. Tickets are on sale now for that event. Again, it's happening next Friday. And we had a Ken and Friends special that Tiana announced that you can get a table of 10. You have to buy the full table, a table of 10. The normal price would be $300. You get it for $200 if
what a deal.
yeah, if you can contact them. So it's a Ken and Friends special. Okay, it is. That's what she said.
That's cool.
7:13. It's the WSJM Morning Show. We'll be back on the video live stream here in just a moment. We've got sports with not Dave Wolf. We've got Michigan News Network, but we've got a lot of sports to talk about. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Sports on the Michigan News Network.
Okay, sports. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say I actually served on the board of Berrien County Cancer Services for a while.
They do an amazing thing for
They really
Berrien
do.
County.
They really do. They'll come to your house and draw blood for your labs. So if somebody's got cancer, they don't have to go to, Traipse and get a ride to just get labs, They do, and have all kinds of supplies. They're a great organization.
Anything to make it easier while you're dealing with that.
Yeah.
That situation. Okay, let me see here. So again, their event is coming up next Friday, and you wear a costume. But Tiana was during the interview yesterday. She mentioned the rules at Four Winds Casino is you can't have any any props that are weapons,
Oh yeah,
which I thought was a funny rule.
right. Don't
But
walk in like Al Capone with a machine gun.
don't do that. Yeah, it upsets the gamblers.
Yeah,
You don't want to upset the gamblers. Let's see.
or the security guys for that matter.
Or the security people. Yeah. Let's see. What do we have sports wise?
Speaking of security,
Yeah.
so I'm not very casino savvy.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, you give them money and then you cry and then you go away.
yeah, I've got that part down.
Okay.
But I was up in a golf outing up in Arcadia Bluffs, which
Okay.
is north of Muskegon.
All right.
So went up there. Afterwards, a bunch of guys went to the casino. I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, and they have craps tables.
Okay.
So I'm standing in between the two craps tables, kind of watching, and I see somebody I know, and so I go, "Hey!" and I cut through the pit
Oh no.
of the craps table.
Just walked right up through.
Yeah, and the one not dealer, but a guy running the table.
Yeah.
I thought he was
The pit boss.
Well, yeah. Well, he wasn't the boss. He was
Okay.
just one of the guys.
Okay.
But he about peed himself when I came through the thing, and security guys came from nowhere, just came on there, like, hey, and I was like, I just was going to talk. They go, you can't cut through the pit, and I'm like, oh, all right. So
I wouldn't know that.
no, I wouldn't either. But they were like, and everybody that I was out there with, everybody was laughing. They're like, do you not ever go to a casino? I'm like, no.
So there are rules on where you can walk. And
Yeah.
so the pit, I mean, because what's happening in the pit?
Well, nothing really. I mean,
Oh.
other than there's the guys are standing there, but for whatever, and there's not an actual pit, so you know if it was sunken,
Right.
you'd be
You
like,
would
oh,
know.
yeah. But
Okay.
it was just carpet like everything else, and I just figured pick a shortcut, you know.
That's funny. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, others who are on the video live stream. I think I'm only getting like half of the comments that come through. So feel free to
Jump in.
jump in on
All
there.
right.
That's casino etiquette is something I think you don't just walk up to a table and say, how do you play this game?
Right.
That's one.
Because everybody else leaves.
Yeah, everyone else leaves. Another one is you don't walk up to your partner and say, hey, how's it going?
Right.
That immediately spoils lady luck.
Right.
Do you have
a good hand?
Yeah. Ooh, look at all that red. Those ladies are pretty.
How many aces do you have?
Yeah. So no, I think the only game I've ever played, because I was in Vegas for a very brief time, and I decided, okay, well, I'm here, I might as well play a game. I went in and started playing blackjack. Played I think 3 hands, and then it's like, okay, that's it, done. I lost everything.
Yeah.
Well, I lost everything that I bet, which is very little.
My late wife, she knew everything there was to know about blackjack.
Oh,
like when to split, when not to split.
She knew the rules for that. Okay.
Oh yeah, and there's a whole like if you're at a table,
yeah,
and you're sitting with somebody who doesn't know, and then it screws up everybody else. So people get ticky if you don't know the.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So it's not just you. Like if you get a pair, you're supposed to split or double down or do something, right?
Yeah, you can split, but only to a certain. Like if you have 9s, then you don't split.
You don't split,
right?
Because you've got 18,
right?
And you hold on 18,
right? So then you go down. But if you split, say you have 9s and now you split, and you took somebody else's card that they would have gotten, then they're not happy about that.
Yeah.
But I would go and watch her play.
And this is why the house wins all the time.
Right.
The house always wins.
So I would go with her to the casino and stand behind her, and she'd say, everybody looks like she's a celebrity, and I'm there for security.
Did you wear dark suit glasses? Put a little thing in your ear?
Yeah, talking to my wrist every once in a while.
That's funny.
Yeah.
No. Vegas. Okay, let's see. Vegas. I think the food is the best investment there, because they have fancy restaurants now.
Yeah,
all kinds of fancy things. Let's see. We'll talk about Mpox here in a few moments. A concerning strain out in California. We'll talk about Chicago. We should probably talk about what's going on in Chicago. Speaking of gambling, we'll talk about JB Pritzker. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, you're gonna like this story.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in just a moment on the WSJM Morning Show. I know we have one less ace now. Yeah, sorry, Bill. That's a good one though.
One less ace.
Yeah, Ace Frehley.
Nice to segue that into our casino conversation.
Yeah, that was really good.
Good
Smart.
job,
We should have Bill come in. All right.
We could.
It's the WSJM Morning Show, 7:19. Be right back.
Winds gusting to 20 miles per hour. Overnight, mostly cloudy, 20% chance of showers, lows in the upper 50s. Winds gusting to 20 miles per hour. On Saturday, cloudy, 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms developing during the day, becoming a 100% chance at night, and windy. Highs in the mid-70s, winds gusting to 30 miles per hour. I'm WSBT 22's weather forecaster Aaron May.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
See, look at that. I still have it queued up on my phone. Did you hear this one?
Yeah.
You know this one? Anyway, it just keeps going on like that. Let's see, what else? That's Ace Frehley right there. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, all right, I'll stop it. Yeah. What do you mean it's not great?
It's not.
That was Ace Frehley. I'm going to look up how well that song did. New York Groove, Ace Frehley.
Okay.
Founding member of KISS.
Won't even be out there.
One of the four. Good morning and welcome back to the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel's over there. And yes, in case you hadn't heard, unfortunately, Ace Frehley passed away yesterday. Age of what'd you say, 74?
74.
74, that's young. That's young yet. Medical complications and then had a fall recently. Okay, other health news. The first U.S. case of a more severe strain of Mpox without any recent travel history has been identified in California. The health official said this week that the case was confirmed in a Long Beach, California resident. The patient required hospitalization and is now isolating and recovering at home. No other identifying details provided about the patient. This is the 7th case of the more severe strain of Mpox confirmed in the United States this year, but it's the first known case that occurred without travel. So that's not good news.
Right.
That's not good news. So it's out there in the wild somewhere in the United States, and California has the lucky participant award on that one.
Wow.
Officials say the risk to the general public is low, and the health department is conducting an investigation working to find potential sources of exposure. Health officials saying we're taking this very seriously and ensuring our community and healthcare partners remain vigilant so that we can prevent any further cases. There are two types of the virus that can cause Mpox. And they're both descended from the same, but one is associated with more severe illness and death, and it's endemic to parts of Central and Western Africa. So that's what they're worried about. Okay, what else do we have in the news here this morning? Oh, Chicago. A federal appeals court panel has denied a request from the Trump administration to lift a lower court's order blocking the president from deploying National Guard troops in Illinois. So National Guard troops to help out with ICE or crime fighting or whatever the president wants to do there, still blocked at this time. The three-judge panel on the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals said the Trump administration's decision to deploy National Guard troops was a likely violation of the 10th Amendment, which reserves certain powers to the states. It also found that the Trump administration was unlikely to succeed in proving that there's a rebellion against the authority of the U.S. government or that the president is unable to execute the law with regular forces. So it maintains for the time being the status quo in Illinois as far as the president trying to call up more National Guard troops there. Other things happening with Chicago and ICE, the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. Agents there arrested a suburban Chicago police officer who's being accused of being in the country illegally. You think you have background checks?
What? Say that again.
A Chicago police officer has been arrested by ICE agents, and he's accused of being in the country illegally, according to the Department of Homeland Security.
How did that happen?
Well, it's Chicago. Come on.
Right, I know.
Radul Bocevic, a native of Montenegro, was working as a sworn officer at the Hanover Park Police Department, according to DHS. He was encountered during a targeted enforcement action known as part of Operation Midway Blitz, which is the surge of enforcement in Illinois that began last month. Bocevic overstayed his tourist visa for 10 years and was required to leave the United States back in March of 2015, according to DHS. The department noted it's a felony for someone in the U.S. illegally to carry a firearm.
Oh, boy.
So not only did he overstay his, allegedly, overstay his tourist visa, but then he decided, well, I have to do something for a living. I'll become a cop. And did, carried a gun around, and that's a felony.
But again, the background check.
Background check, smackground check.
Well, we need greater background checks to own a gun. They don't need background check the cops, right?
The law is the law.
Wow.
Got to enforce the law before you complain about it. Anyway, Bojovic has been placed on administrative leave
You think?
amid the immigration proceedings, and apparently will be returned to full duty status if he's allowed to remain in the United States. That's what the village of Hanover has said.
Well,
so there you go.
You know, it's kind of one of those situations. I think it's one of those situations. My personal opinion,
yes,
is if they find somebody who is here illegally, and let's say they served in the military or they served in some type of
heroic capacity,
right? Yeah. That they should be able to get a waiver of saying, because it used to be people that were in during the wars that we fought in Europe and whatnot. If you came and became a soldier for the United States, many times they would allow you to immigrate.
Sure,
was over with.
Right.
So sort of the same kind of principle, you know. But
let's look at the records. Let's look at the records. I agree.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that he was a good cop.
Right. Yeah. No. True. Yeah.
All right. You want to stay in Illinois for a second? You're going to like this story.
Okay. Let me have it.
So J.B. Pritzker is the governor of Illinois. Apparently, he's a billionaire.
He is.
He's very wealthy.
Yes.
He's very wealthy
because of his wife.
He has very nice suits when you see him on TV
because of his wife
criticizing the president. He apparently had to file his tax returns, and he reported a gambling windfall of $1.4 million.
Wow.
$1.4 million.
Somebody's doing well in fantasy football.
On his federal tax return this week. The two-term Democrat, often mentioned as a 2028 presidential candidate, told reporters in Chicago yesterday, because it got found out, and so he had to come out and talk about it, that he drew charmed hands in blackjack during a vacation with First Lady M.K. Pritzker and friends in Sin City. So he says, I was incredibly lucky. You have to end up ahead, frankly, going to a casino anywhere, which is a great answer to how'd you get $1.4 million playing blackjack?
Right. But could you imagine how much was wagered?
Well, I mean, this can't be just one wager.
Right. But I mean, there had to be some serious cash on the table to get to $1.4 million.
And some amazing luck.
Right.
I don't know. Come on. I mean, you're the governor of Illinois. Illinois has had more governors in jail.
Prison.
Prison. And so all of a sudden he's in Las Vegas and he wins $1.4 million that he has to declare on his federal taxes at blackjack.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a heck of a game. That's like a Sopranos episode.
It is. It is.
Anyway, he says, I was incredibly lucky. As Mike has mentioned, he is wealthy. He's an heir to the Hyatt hotel chain. Has a net worth of about $3.9 billion.
He's doing all right for himself.
Even at $3.9 billion, are you really wagering $1.4 million on blackjack? I mean, I guess he's just like an everyday American, right? Man, put $1 million down on this.
$20 to you and me, 1.4 to him.
I don't know anything about blackjack other than you got to get to 21 and not more than 21. Okay.
Correct.
That's the deal. Yeah. But as far as like wagering, I mean, you have the straight bet, right?
Right.
And you get even odds back, or you can double down. I mean, do you get like 5-1? Do you get something like that? No, it's like
but there is other side bets you have in certain.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big side bet. $1.4 million. Anyway, he's tied for number 382 on the Forbes 400 list of the nation's richest people. A campaign spokesperson said via email that Pritzker planned to donate the money to charity.
Sure, he did.
I'm now going to donate the money to charity.
If he was going to do that, then he could have got credit on that for his taxes.
Exactly, right? A nice little write-off.
Right. However, he did not.
The spokesperson did not respond when asked why he hadn't already donated the money to charity.
There you go. We're all on the same page, aren't we?
Pritzker, who says he intends to seek a third term in 2026, was under consideration as a vice presidential running mate to Kamala Harris last year. He's deflected questions about his ambitions beyond the Illinois governor's mansion. But he has used his personal wealth to fund other and so he's been using that as a platform to potentially launch a presidential run. And $1.4 million for blackjack.
So back in my younger days, I worked for a concrete construction company,
Oh,
and we did a remodel.
so you know where the bodies are buried.
Right. We did a remodel on the Pritzker house that's up in South Haven on one of the fire lines.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
We've got a pretty nice house up there.
yeah. Oh,
So we were
big driveway.
yeah, like through the dunes. I mean,
Oh, wow.
So here's the funny. So we show up for work one day. We're out there. It's wintertime, early winter, and there was some snowfall, and the Terminex guy had pulled up to spray or whatever, and he had this little pickup truck with bald tires on it,
Yeah.
and he could not get up the driveway.
Oh no.
And so we come up over the rise, and we come down there, and this guy's just panicked. He says he's been there for like 45 minutes, can't get up the driveway,
Oh.
and you're so far off the road. I mean, you're way by the lake, but
Yeah.
I mean, it would take you probably 20 minutes to walk out to Blue Star Highway.
Oh man.
So he's just like he's like thinking he's gonna
Panic.
die out there. Yeah. So we pushed him up the hill so he could get gone. But yeah, that was quite a place.
That's something else. Pritzker, by the way, apparently is an avid card player whose charitable Chicago Poker Challenge has raised millions of dollars for the Holocaust Museum and Education Center. The Vegas windfall was a net number given wins and losses on the trip. But he declined to say what his winning hand was. If it was just one hand, it probably wasn't.
No.
Yeah. And Pritzker said, anybody who's played cards in a casino, you often play for too long and lose whatever it is you won. I was fortunate enough to have to leave before that happened. So anyway, $1.4 million. Let's go play blackjack.
Yeah, let's go.
Ready?
Right now.
7:31. It's the WSJM morning show. We've got more coming up in a minute.
What would you
Come on. $1.4 million. I want to know.
Right.
I want to know.
I want to know.
All right. We've got to.
So do you know we talked about Ace Frehley, right?
Yes.
And I looked up
Yes.
New York Groove.
Okay.
So it was released as a single.
Yeah.
You know what was on the B side?
No.
Snowblind.
Oh, was it? So you were right.
I
You
was
were
right,
right.
yeah.
You had that one.
Snowblind. Yeah.
That was the B side.
The B side of it. So
How did it
New
do?
York Groove reached 13 on the Billboard 100,
See?
which is not number one, but he reached, I think it was nine on the German charts and like 7 on
Because everyone checks the German charts, Mike Weibel.
Well, I know. But it's Wikipedia, so they give you
Okay.
all the
Okay.
beats.
All right. So it reached what in Germany? Number 9? Okay. 9.
9.
No.
Do you like Snowblind? 9.
Do you have a favorite Kiss song?
Hmm.
Mine was, well, I've got a couple. Detroit Rock City,
Yeah,
obviously, is great.
First thing that comes to mind. Yeah.
Detroit Rock City. Beth.
Oh, yeah.
That was a nice rock
Yeah.
ballad from Peter Criss.
Yeah.
Great song. Great song.
They did have some
Shout
good
It.
songs. Yeah.
That was a good one. Shout it out
Their
loud.
their album, their last album that they came out with, that was not.
Oh no. The albums after the first run
Right.
in the 70s and 80s. Yeah. I mean, after they took their makeup off, they kind of lost their mojo.
Yeah.
But I was glad they did take their makeup off. That was fun.
Their solo releases were released in 1975.
Oh wow. Was
I
it?
know.
No, it wasn't.
What it says?
Really? 1975? Because I had one. My brother had one.
Oh yeah. So Ace Frehley's album was released in 78.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it was 78 when they had their solo
Right.
albums.
Right.
Okay. There was Destroyer.
And
There
how
was
old were
Love
you in
Gun.
78.
I will not tell you. I will not tell you, but I do remember that was 4 years after my brother and I were in a car accident and he had his arm broken. And my parents were at the 1974 World Expo in Spokane, Washington.
Really?
Yeah, we were in Idaho at the time.
Did you have a driver's license back then?
I did not.
Oh.
Do I ask me if I have a driver's license today?
Do you have a driver's license?
I'm not telling
I do
you.
not.
I'm not telling you. All right, hang on one.
I did tell Lorraine Day about your problem with buying tires for your car.
Oh, I have new tires.
I told her, I said, he finally got them. She goes,
Okay.
what do you mean? And I go, well, he waited out all of last winter. And I go, and now he just goes in the garage and smells his new tires.
They smell so good.
They do. They really do.
Hang on one second. We'll be right back.
Hassie's Towing, the trucks with the red, white, and blue.
Hey, it's Ken Lundberg with the WSJM Morning Show, taking just a moment to talk to you about your hearing health. Exactly. As you might have heard, not my gives you might have heard. I've had the opportunity to meet with the medical experts from Professional Hearing Services in St. Joseph. Owner operator Julie Dunsing. She comes in every Thursday.
Oh.
And we record a little segment where we talk about your hearing health and fun devices that they have. Yesterday, she was talking about the Omega. She went to this hearing device conference where they unveiled a whole lot of new products, and they're using AI now to help tell the hearing device what a human ear should be hearing. And
Really?
it's apparently amazing. Yeah. Only hear the good stuff, not the bad stuff.
Right.
No, how they should be hearing, because hearing devices of old, right? Hearing devices of old, they basically amplified everything.
Right.
And so you heard the good noise and you heard the bad noise. But now they can obviously isolate voices, but they can also introduce spatial awareness of where things are.
Okay.
So if you drop something in a different room, you can tell with these hearing devices where that exactly came from, just like if you had healthy hearing, where that would be.
You know where that's going to go is
Tell me.
because you already can get the translator.
Yeah.
Right?
The translator is cool
Could you
too.
imagine what it gets to be where you have a hearing aid and you go to another country and you hear everybody in English?
Yeah.
And then they can hear you in their country just by speaking.
It's just like Star Trek.
It is crazy.
It's so cool.
We're right there, though. I mean,
Yeah. It's very close, and so you can hear about those the hearing device updates during the Here and Now podcast, which we have uploaded at WSJM.com as part of our thing.
Can you find that on the Smart app?
It's on the Smart app as
Is
well.
it?
It is on the Smart app. Yes, you download the WSJM app
So
and it's
don't
there.
be a dummy. Get the Smart app.
That's right. Most people hear Professional Hearing Services and they think about hearing devices. Yes, they have those, but not only do they have those, they have hearing protection devices.
Yeah.
I have a pair that's custom fit to my ears because I have loud hobbies and I have neighbors who love their leaf blowers. I put those things in, they don't bother me at all.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. They have treatment options for tinnitus if you have that, or tinnitus, however you pronounce it. But
Tinnitus.
I say tinnitus.
Who says tinnitus?
Well, Julie does.
Oh.
And she knows, she's the hearing
She's the
person.
expert.
Yeah. So anyway,
Sorry, Julie.
I think there are two ways of pronouncing it. Anyway, don't compromise your hearing health. Start with Professional Hearing Services. They carry quality, state-of-the-art medical devices that will have a positive impact on your relationships, your career, and your life. Professional Hearing Services in St. Joseph.
Stay informed with the WSJM 5 o'clock news. Your trusted source.
Back on the video live stream.
So remember when I told you my father-in-law went to the
Professional Hearing Services.
Yes, and
Yeah.
my wife.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And my wife got hearing aids, and my father-in-law didn't like his,
Oh, okay.
and so he took his back.
No.
Well, then once my wife passed away,
Yeah.
he's now wearing hers because he says they are so good.
Because he loves them.
Right, but they custom fit them to your ear.
Yeah.
So they don't fit his ear very good. I'm telling you, man.
Hopefully Heidi had smaller ear canals than Nick does.
I don't know, but the one kind of sits out on it, but that's what he's
As
wearing.
long as you don't lose them.
And
Maybe tie some dental floss to him so you can pull them back out if he ever.
Yeah, gets stuck down in there. But he's like, these are better than what I have. Like,
It does take a transition. My understanding is it takes a transition to get used to what everything, and they can dial things up and down and everything else. But these new ones, and I can't wait for Julie to tell us more about it, the new Omega.
Yeah.
It sounds like they really have come so far. She was just like, oh my goodness, they are
that would
amazing.
be so cool. Especially like for him,
Yeah.
because he's got such great hearing loss.
Yeah.
If it would know when, because his thing is everything gets too loud, too much background noise.
Yeah.
But if you could get AI to filter the background
And
noise,
you can.
out, yeah, that
You
would
can. Okay. All right. We've got to get back on the show. It's the WSJM Morning Show. We'll be right back.
AI playlist for users. And Apple and Peacock are teaming up on a new streaming bundle for $15 a month. That new package will offer live pro sports, movies, and popular shows like Ted Lasso and The Morning Show. It'll be available on Monday. Monica Ricks, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
What are you drinking there? Oh, Coca-Cola. Look at you. WSJM Morning Show continues. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel's here as well.
Send us a case to Fred and Fred.
Wait, is that just a regular
Coke Zero?
Oh, it's a Coke Zero. So you're the one that drinks the Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I tried to buy one of those for Brett Witkowski once. Or I did buy one of those for him once, and he looked at it and it's like, oh, it's the Zero. He didn't like it.
Well, wah.
He whas a lot. It's 7:39. We've got more news coming up. First forecast for today. Going to be clouds. Going to be dealing with a little bit of rain late in the day. The high is probably going to be in the upper 60s, lower 70s, and wind out of the south up to 20 miles per hour, gusting 20 miles per hour. Gusting 20. Tonight's forecast. Tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy still. Again, that 20% chance of rain showers hanging around. A low of 58 overnight, and winds gusting to 20 miles per hour. And then tomorrow is going to be another windy day. Cloudy skies, a 60% chance of showers and storms developing during the day, becoming 100% a sure thing at night. So it's going to get wet tomorrow. Breezy conditions, and let's see, Sunday we're going to keep that breezy, cloudy, 80% chance of showers, high of 58 degrees, falling during the afternoon. More news coming up. ABC right now.
ABC News. I'm Brian Clark. President Trump's former national security advisor, John Bolton's been indicted on 18 felony counts involving mishandling classified information. Bolton denies wrongdoing, calling this a further weaponization. His lawyer says Bolton kept private diaries. ABC legal analyst Brian Buckmeyer said,
within this indictment, it says that none of the 18 counts in the indictment are associated with information that came out from the memoir. Instead, it's about information that was allegedly sent to two individuals within his family, as well as this alleged leak that Iran might have picked up.
Today, President Trump will host Ukrainian President Zelensky at the White House one day after he spoke with Russia's Vladimir Putin and agreed to another round of high-level talks. Texas Governor Greg Abbott says he'll send the National Guard to Austin tomorrow ahead of planned No Kings anti-Trump protests in the city. And Britain's prime minister says he's angered by a decision from a soccer team banning Israeli fans from attending a game next month. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Is that a story you can tell on the live stream?
Yes.
Hold it for the live stream.
All right.
Hold it. We
Because
get
it's unfiltered.
Yeah, we got off topic there. We were talking about kids eating glue. All right, 7:41. It's the WSJM morning show. Believe it or not, it's Friday, October 17th. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is with me. Some of the news stories, the actual news stories that we'll have, not the kids eating glue.
No.
Coming up just after 8 o'clock. Concerns over traffic flow in St. Joseph cropping up 2 years before MDOT starts the rebuild of Main Street.
You think?
A lot of people have seen what's been happening when you tear up a downtown.
Right.
And so they're getting concerned. So the Berrien County Board of Commissioners weighing in with several conditions they want met before MDOT gets their seal of approval. So we'll talk about that. That's coming up just after 8 o'clock. Let's see. Other news. Controlled deer hunt coming up next week.
Oh, yeah?
Or, I'm sorry, next month at Love Creek Park, County Park. Yeah. I mean, which is kind of ironic because you think about Love Creek.
Right.
Very pleased. Yeah. Controlled deer hunt coming up.
Can you hunt with a truck?
You may not hunt with a truck. No, that's what they're trying to avoid. Is the cars and the deers getting together. Let's see, what other news do we have from the WSJM newsroom? Oh, also with the federal government shutdown now going on 16, 17 days, something like that. Congressman Tim Walberg, we caught up with him yesterday to talk about who he thinks, which side will eventually yield. Spoiler alert, he thinks the Democrats will cave on this. So we'll talk about that and more. It's all coming up just after 8 o'clock right here on WSJM. We've got sports coming up in just a moment. First off, a look at state news.
The mission.
Okay. I love Fridays. And Teresa says that she loves the sound effects. LOL. Great job, Mike.
You're welcome.
You have a future in sound effects.
I could, yeah.
Okay. Kids eating glue. What's going on?
Yeah, so we were talking about when I was in first grade at Roosevelt Elementary in Stevensville.
Yeah.
There's a kid in our class who would eat glue. So every time.
Wait. Was it dried or was it still in the bottle and you start chugging it?
Elmer's in the glue in the
bottle still.
Yeah. So you would be doing like a craft or you're gluing something together or
Yeah.
whatever. He would just take that, hold it up in the air, and squirt it in his mouth like it was Gatorade.
Was this on a dare or did he just
no?
I like my milk thick.
Right. So then I was telling Ken. So back then the bathroom was in the classroom.
Okay.
So it was a single toilet in a little.
Okay, just like a water closet.
Right.
Yeah.
Water closet.
Yeah.
Well, when the glue eater would go in the bathroom,
the glue eater. When the glue eater,
he would because the whole class can hear you. He would go in there and he would start talking and singing and doing all kinds of stuff.
You sure he wasn't eating the rubber cement?
No. And
Man.
the teacher would be like, stop that. And he'd be like, I'm not done. So it was like 5 to 10 minutes of his own showcase when he got in the bathroom and was able to, yeah.
That's fantastic.
It was.
Yeah. Elmer's glue. I don't know how long I had been, because Elmer's glue was the only glue that.
Yeah, forever.
And I think it wasn't until I was probably out of grade school when you look at the bottle, there's like a cow on there.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's made and dripping of glue.
Right.
No wonder kids are eating it. They're thinking, oh, there's a cow. Must be milk.
Milkshake.
Yeah, it's a glue shake.
Can you imagine how much Elmer made on that glue?
Off of kids eating it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a lot.
Probably a lot. I bet you he's got more than Pritzker.
Again, J.B. Pritzker, gambler extraordinaire.
Right.
He's like James Bond rolling up to Casino Royale. Wait, somebody poisoned me. But I've got a good hand.
That's right. I can stick it out.
All right. Oh, this one. We've got a couple minutes here. Michigan State Police say someone stole a John Deere bulldozer.
What?
Yeah, somebody stole. This is Michigan. Michigan State Police say somebody stole a John Deere bulldozer and drove it several miles through fields and on roads before abandoning it over in St. Joe County. So not too far. Just a couple of counties over. The suspects drove the now recovered bulldozer several miles across fields and roadways before abandoning it in a field off Hallam Road near Michigan Avenue in Mendon Township, according to our Michigan State Police friends. Police asked the public for help in identifying the suspects in the theft. You can leave an anonymous tip for police. MSP says call their hotline.
Nobody's giving anybody up on that one. That's two 20-year-olds who got all tanked up on something and knew how to start a bulldozer and decided to go for a joyride.
Troopers from the Michigan State Police Marshall Post were dispatched. They say it happened on October 10th. So think back to yourself. Do I remember seeing somebody driving a bulldozer?
Pass a bulldozer.
Couple of kids, and they were laughing, slapping their knee. The bulldozer was reported stolen in the 52,000 block of Lang Road in Park Township. The bulldozer was discovered abandoned in a field after that. I hope they didn't ruin any crops.
Yeah, that would be bad.
That would be bad because that's some money right there.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Yeah. Let's see. Diane says we had someone eating that the old flour glue. Yeah, did you ever make glue out of flour?
No.
Yeah, basically it's a paste, right? So you just take water and flour and mix it together. Yeah, if you do it in the right ratio, you get a nice little. Sometimes you can use it to seal like a cooking thing. Like if you have a pot and you want to do a makeshift pressure cooker that doesn't get really a lot of pressure, you can just use flour and water and seal the edges, and that just keeps the steam in. And any water that the steam reinforces it if you do it right.
So my chemistry teacher in high school said if you'll take a handful of flour, and the air is really dry, and you throw it up in the air and then light a match, it'll explode.
That's true. Yeah, that is true because
we tried it a lot.
Oh
and
no,
we could not get it to explode.
You covered yourselves in flour.
We went through a big bag of flour trying to get that to happen.
No, that's a big danger if you have like grain silos and that kind of thing. The dust, sometimes, it's very combustible because it's very, very thin and
very dusty.
I don't know the chemical
I don't
deal
either.
behind it, but
somebody out there will.
Yeah. So let's see.
Bill probably knows.
Bill knows everything. Bill, you racing this weekend? AKA Scott. Let's see. What else do we have going on? Yesterday would have been a great day for drones, by the way. It was just beautiful.
Oh, man.
Just a beautiful day. Let's see. What else do we have?
I know it's going to be cloudy today, but I'm telling you, when I walked out of the house at 6:15, the sky
at
was
6:15. That's right. You were late today.
I was late today.
We haven't given you a sufficiently hard time about it.
The sky was just so clear. I stopped in my driveway and looked. I was like, "Wow!"
Yeah.
It was amazing. Really good.
Yeah, this is the time of year when you see stuff flying around up in the sky. Not UFOs or anything like that, but comets and meteors and that kind of thing. So maybe we should talk about that. Maybe next hour. We've got more to talk about here. We've got our Moody on the Market update that's coming up next, right here on the WSJM Morning Show.
Tense flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Today, mostly cloudy, 20% chance of showers late, highs in the low to mid-70s, winds gusting to 20 miles per hour. Overnight, mostly cloudy, 20% chance of showers, lows in the upper 50s, winds gusting to 20 miles per hour. On Saturday, cloudy, 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms developing during the day, becoming a 100% chance at night, and windy, highs in the mid-70s, winds gusting to 30 miles per hour. I'm WSBT 22's weather forecaster Aaron May.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
51 degrees in WSJM land, and we've got cloudy skies out there. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. Thank goodness it's
you
Friday.
tell?
Whew. Friday. On the video live stream, Stuart, one of my sons, is asking about J.B. Pritzker's betting information. See, and that's the thing, right? Governor of Illinois wins $1.4 million gambling in blackjack.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, he's a role model for kids everywhere. See?
But the thing is, though, when you say the governor of Illinois won $1.4 million in playing blackjack,
right?
There's not anybody that doesn't go, really? There's got to be some type of,
Oh, what are you thinking? Like Sopranos, a payoff of some sort?
Right.
Hey, look, he's standing on 9. Yeah, you win, Governor.
Yeah.
Here's a $1.4 million.
Really? Thank you. I wasn't even paying attention.
By the way, we know you're building a highway. Got that new stadium contract.
We'd like a casino in Illinois.
You know, that stadium, that sports stadium you have is only a couple of years old.
Right.
Probably outdated. Could use an update.
That stuff happens.
No,
It
not
does.
in Illinois.
It does.
All right, Moody on the Market update.
Stuart knows.
It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. What if your only source of breaking news was radio?
Oh.
And what if you heard reports of Martians invading New Jersey?
Ooh.
That happened, right? It terrified, the illusion gripped much of America back on Halloween Eve, 1938. And some folks at the Maud Preston Polensky Memorial Library are going to relive that for people.
Oh.
If you want to, on Thursday, October 30th, at 6 p.m., the St. Joseph Maud Preston Polensky Memorial Library, in partnership with PBS, is inviting people to experience the American Experience, War of the Worlds rebroadcast, a documentary that revisits one of the greatest media spectacles in U.S. history. You were around for that, right?
Well,
no, you were not. The PBS production, part of the American Experience series, explores how 23-year-old Orson Welles used the relatively new medium of radio back then to stage a fictional Martian invasion so convincing that some listeners believed it was real.
They did.
The film draws on archival audio, dramatic reconstructions, and interviews with historians and Welles' daughter, Chris Welles Fetter, to probe how the broadcast unfolded and how the public reacted. So the program will last about 90 minutes, and they're inviting you to enjoy that with them. It originally aired on October 30th, 1938, and they're going to rebroadcast that documentary October 30th at 6 p.m. at the St. Joseph Maud Preston Polensky Memorial Library. If you want more information about that, how to watch, how to participate, how to be there, it's all posted right there at moodyonthemarket.com.
They should do that live, Facebook Live.
Wouldn't that be fun? Whether you're a fan of science fiction, a student of media history, or just up for a suspenseful evening, they say the screening offers a fascinating look at one of America's most haunting Halloween traditions, War of the Worlds.
So you remember when, and you're going to pick on me about this. I know I'm walking into it.
No.
But remember when your alarm clock had a radio with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Loved my radio.
Yeah. So I used to, when I was probably middle school to high school, there used to be one of the channels on there that at night would play Mystery Theater.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was all the old radio shows and stuff like that. I used to listen to that. And
yeah.
That was the 80s. And
Kids don't know clock radios today.
No.
Clock radios
With the
are
little
amazing.
flip over of the
radioactive
numbers.
I had the next generation. My generation was a all digital clock.
Oh, you're saying you're younger than me?
Well, no. Mine was the Next Generation. But it had the FM radio, and it had a little light bulb to light up the little frequency selector.
Yeah.
Just a little light bulb.
Okay.
And it went out at one point. So I took the whole radio apart, cut the wires, put a new light in that was a different color, and electronics.
Yeah.
Genius. It was genius.
So I went to college. I went to college out in Oklahoma.
He's not picking up on that.
No. Went to college out in Oklahoma.
Okay.
And I used to I had a
You went to college in Oklahoma?
I did.
Wow. A Sooner?
Yeah. Well, no.
Okay.
78 Olds Cutlass.
Yeah.
And I would turn it toward the Midwest. And at night I could pick up WLS.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All the way out in Oklahoma.
Gee whiz. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
it
good
was
stuff.
fun.
Yeah. Radios are great. Radio. And by the way, we're in radio.
Are we?
Yeah. 94.9 FM. And on the smart app.
Talk Sports.
And on the video live stream. That was the Moody on the Market update with a couple of derailings there. Brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today.
IMS.
They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. I bet their insurance covers your radio and your car too.
Probably does.
It's 7:55. Couple of messages. Back with more in a moment.
Rich Brand and Tara Halsey from
Clock radios are great. So you know my clock radio story, right?
No.
You don't know my clock radio? I love telling this story.
I saw the setup. Yeah.
Yeah, I love telling the story because so when my brother turned 16, fans of the show might remember this one.
Diane says, love clock radio.
When my brother turned 16, he was gifted by my parents the family car. It was a Galaxy, I think a Galaxy 400 or a Galaxy 700. I don't know. It was a Galaxy car, the big green machine.
Yeah.
It was a sedan. It was 4 doors. Probably a 350 engine in the darn thing because it was a V8, and I mean that thing cooked. He had it for all of maybe a month and a half before he wrecked it. Before he wrecked it. My brother was 2 years older than me, so he got a car for his 16th birthday, but because he was irresponsible, wrecked the family car.
Right.
Wrecked his first car, and then after that, had to wait until he could afford his own car to get a car. When I turned 16, I thought, okay. Even Steven, everything's going to be equal. Gonna get a car. There was a 1956 Ford that we used for running errands and that kind of thing. That was sitting in the driveway. So it was the third car in the household. Turned 16. Open my gift. What is it?
Clock radio.
Clock radio. That's it.
That's smart.
Nice 16-year-old clock radio gift. I was so angry.
Yeah, that's smart.
But whatever. It was what it was.
It was a character building experience.
It was a character building experience, and that clock radio is what inspired me to get into radio because I loved listening to a rock and roll station out of Yakima, which was about 90 miles away, and I could pick it up very, very easily at nighttime.
Speaking of wrecking a car,
yeah,
my father-in-law was out, not by himself, but with my daughter, at a restaurant in Stevensville a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And somebody backed out of that parking lot and damaged his car.
Yeah.
They were driving a black Jeep Gladiator. So if you know of somebody that you're living with or might be in your neighborhood that drives that, probably give it the radio station or send us a message on there. I'd really like to talk to them.
It wasn't just a light tap either.
No, they had to know they jacked that car
They
up.
know. So they were
now
what?
I gotta go to Leroy's Body Shop.
So wait a second. What do you remember the day? If you can remember the day, remember the day. But it was at Coach's.
Yeah, it was at Coach's.
Was it in September or October?
It was September.
Okay, so late September, Coach's.
It would have been the it would have been probably the 16th or 17th
of
September.
Okay. And they had video, or at least images of the vehicle, so they know what vehicle it was, and only a partial license plate. So if anyone who's driving a black Jeep Gladiator and they have a few silver scratches on it, some paint transfer, let us know.
Right.
We just want to
Take
say
a
hello.
picture of their license plate. I'll give it to my favorite Lincoln Township police officer, Todd Hopke, or one of those guys over there.
Yeah.
They'll take care of it.
Yeah, that's a pain.
It is. It's just something I did not need to deal with. Now I got to take his car, go get an estimate, blah, 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 blah. It's just, I got enough going on without that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
So you could have just said, "Oh, I'm sorry," could have settled it up. It wouldn't have been
or even left a note on the windshield that said, hey, I hit your car.
Right.
This is my phone number. I've had 7 beers, so I'm too drunk to be here for the cops.
Right.
So I'm going to leave now.
Call me tomorrow.
But call me tomorrow, and I'll give
Right.
you some cash or
I'm
something.
assuming that's what it was. He was probably intoxicated.
Yeah,
but
that's unfortunate. You think it was a he?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
I'm profiling, but yes.
All right, we'll be right back. By the video, can you show how many ducks were in the Jeep winch? All right, we'll be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
FM Benton Harbor St. Joseph, a product of Midwest Family Marketing and Media. Proudly serving our community. The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
That's the 8 o'clock hour. We've got world news right now from ABC.
C News. I'm Brian Clark. President Trump hosts Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House one day after speaking